for you. Today is a landfill day, and at the end of the day, we also have some site visit with the composting site. Brief introduction. So my name Richard Cronert. I've been working at Afvalzorg for almost 20 years now, and I specialize in landfill management, but especially emission reduction and landfill gas emission reduction, especially. Within the company, I'm responsible for our emission reduction program. So we are aiming to be CO2 neutral in 2030, and my main activities are outside of the Netherlands, in which I develop projects abroad, in which we assist landfill owners and other companies to reduce the negative impact of landfills. With me is also Carmen Cruz, my colleague.
Hi everyone.
Brief introduction.
Yeah, well, as Richard just said, I am Carmen. I'm very happy that you guys are joining us today. I work here at Afvalzorg for 6 years now, actually, and my work is mostly related to landfill gas management here in the Netherlands, and also I help with some projects abroad, especially in Spain. I, just like you, come from a tropical country. I come from El Salvador, a small country in Latin America. So I'm also used to warmer temperatures. I hope that despite the cold of today, we have a great day here, exchanging ideas, discussing different topics, and I hope that we can have a great day here today.
Thanks, Carmen. So today's agenda is like this. First, a brief introduction about Afvalzorg, our company. Then we would like to address some important landfill management aspects in Indonesia. We've been coming to Indonesia since 2010, visited a lot of landfill sites and landfill management projects, so we are quite informed about the status of landfill management and waste management in Indonesia. And then we would like to discuss the solutions that Afvalzorg and Multiwell, our company and another company you will meet later on, could provide for landfill sites in Indonesia. We have a small break, and then we would like to discuss two projects that we are working on at the moment. It's TPA Terjun in Medan and TPA Subung in Bali, and see and discuss how far we have progressed and what we would like you to be aware of the assistance that we need from your side to get these projects one step further. And that's mainly about the carbon credit part of these projects. But we will get there later on. Hopefully during the discussion, have a lively discussion. And after that, go for site visits. So we have a site visit here on this site, the gas station, where Mr. André Schouten from the company Hofstetter will explain a little bit about the product their company sells, like flares, etc. We go for lunch, and then have a site visit. I see that I have an older version of my presentation. That's a bit of a bummer. Wait a minute.
Well, in the meantime, I'll just like to let you know that I will be giving Richard a hand today. So I will be his right hand side. But if you have any questions and maybe you cannot approach to him because he'll be very busy with other ones, you can always ask to me. I'll be happy to help you, to inform you. If you need anything, just let me know. And what else? Oh, well, as he said, we're going to do some site visits. You can take as many pictures that you want. And I hope that you will also let me take a picture of the whole group later today as well.
Okay, thanks, Carmen. So the route that we will follow it's very short. It seems like a very busy program, but you won't be in the car a lot. And so we go to a landfill site, which is situated here. We are here now at the moment. We have a landfill here. They are both closed and redeveloped landfills. So you get an impression of what a landfill site could look like when properly closed. And we have the final visit here at a composting site. So it's no more than 30 kilometers. So don't worry, you won't be in the bus all the time. I'd like to give the word to Carmen to give an introduction about the company.
Well, I'm just gonna give a very brief introduction on Afvalzorg. What is it that we do? Who are we actually? And let's start. Okay, Afvalzorg. It sounds like a very complicated word. It's a complicated word for me, but it doesn't have to be complicated. So let me break it down for you. Actually, Afvalzorg is a Dutch word that can be, divided in two words: Afval and Zorg. Afval meaning waste, and Zorg meaning care. So waste care or care for waste. And I guess that's what brings us all here to this table. We're all here caring about everything about landfill management, about waste management. So that's what we're going to discuss now. So Afvalzorg, we're a landfill owner and operator. What does this mean? That we not only own the landfills, but we are actually involved in everything that is related to the operation of the landfill. So from the construction of the landfills, the different operations, monitoring, controlling, also the aftercare, and also very important, the last part of the redevelopment of the landfills. So that is what we do. We're actually not such a big company. We're about 125 employees, and about 80% of those ones are here. This is our main office. This is the headquarters of Afvalzorg. And the rest are all spread out in the different locations that we have. Something that is very important to notice is that we own the 40% of the market share in the Netherlands. And why is this important? Well, because you can imagine landfills, I like to say that they're just like people. They are different. They're each of its own. No landfill is the same as another one. They're site-specific, different problematics and different characteristics. So by owning so many landfills, we have had the opportunity to learn, to gain experience from different problematics, from different situations, and that's what makes us expertise very valuable, because we have different knowledge from this whole portfolio. We're actually semi-private company, which means that also the government owns part of our shareholders, and that is the provinces of North Holland and Flevoland. Those are two regions here in the Netherlands. And well, these are the revenues and our profits of last year, so that you can get an idea of what kind of company that we are. And as Richard mentioned, we also have different activities in the international community, and we're basically focused in emission reduction projects. That's not the only one, but that's what we like to specialize a lot. And you can find all the information and everything that I'm talking about in our English website. So you can visit there. We have a list of all the projects and so on. This is just to put a bit on a map the different projects where we have been working, where we have had our presence. As you can see, we have something in the Caribbean, in South America, also in Asia and different parts of Europe, and some in North Africa. What do we do here? Well, a bit about everything. We have helped governments to develop guidelines to work with their landfill management. We have given also our technical assistance during emergencies in landfills, for example, landfill fires, or also landfill slides, which are also emergencies. We have provided technical assistance to governments, and then different capacity building trainings to people, trainings to a whole teams, based on waste management and what we can do better and improve. And of course, the emission reduction projects with landfill gas management, which are very important to us. As you know, we're all working to get a better world, a better future, and we know that landfills are actually one of the highest contributors to the climate change through the greenhouse gases. So we want to tackle that, and we see a great opportunity to that, especially in the international community. This is a map of the Netherlands, beautiful Netherlands. These are some of the locations that we have, and these are the activities that I mentioned that we do. As landfill owners and operators, we work from the design and construction of the landfill, the operation and maintenance, also some recycling activities, leachate treatment, landfill gas design and the management and the treatment, closure and aftercare of the landfill, and very important what we find is the redevelopment of the landfill sites, because we strongly believe that a landfill can be reconverted and turned into something that we can give to future generations and to society. For example, we're now at this landfill site. It is called Nauerna. And believe it or not, we're right now on top of a landfill. Let me see here. So we are on this landfill, and our office is this one here. This is where we are. We're actually on top of a landfill. And as you can see here, there are many activities that have been developed in this landfill. This landfill actually closed about a year ago. So we're now in the last profiling activities and also the capping activities. And later today, we're gonna visit the area of the water treatment plant. And there we also have the gas station where we're gonna get a nice talk there about gas. And I don't know if you could see because it's a bit cloudy out there, but right on the other side, there was the water. And maybe we'll see it later. And that's because we're really on the canal that leads to Amsterdam, which makes it also very easy for boats to come and bring the waste here. And actually we have here our station with a boat. Maybe we'll manage to see it later. There are also different activities here. We also received the bottom ashes from the municipal incinerator from Amsterdam. There are also, the recycling activities are here. And well, we will talk about this landfill more when we go to the visit down there. As I said, one of the main activities that we also do is the redevelopment of our locations, right? And where we start with that, well, just like we're doing here with the final capping, and then we can install, for example, gas collection system, recovery system. And after that, there are multiple things that we can do with the landfill, really. For example, here we have recreational areas that are like a golf course or just a park for people to walk around, you know. And then we also have, well, here, as you saw now, well, we are at the main office. You can build these kind of constructions on top of landfills and actually make them useful. We're also going to visit this landfill site. Right now it's just a recreational site, and we have projected a solar park and also with windmills there. Those are part of the recreational things that we do, redevelopments. And well, there are, as I said, multiple other options. For example, here in the Netherlands, it's all flat. We don't have any hills. So we love to make in landfill sites paths for the bicycles, for mountain bikes, so that people can actually, you know, have some adrenaline on there. And there are other multiple activities that we have in our landfills. For example, there's one outfit where we have winery. There's wineries there and actually wine being produced there. And also one of the landfill sites that we're going to visit is where we have these summer festivals, these music festivals. We're going to be in this area. Sorry, we don't have a DJ today, but this is the activities that are in the summer. And also on that landfill, because of the slopes, there is also a snow world, snow planet, where people can actually go and ski and enjoy that. So those are some of the redevelopment activities that Afvalzorg has been involved. And that's it for now. I'm going to give the word to Richard.
But you don't own the ski slope. It's not like this.
Sorry?
You don't own the ski slope.
Oh, I don't know what I did.
No, I
Sorry.
did that.
Oh.
I'm gonna open the other version.
Oh, so Richard, we don't own Snow Planet. No, unfortunately, we don't own Snow Planet. We just provide them the yeah. But we do enjoy going there.
Yeah.
Please grab some of the treats because, or else they're not gonna be eaten.
Richard, wil jij ook een introductierondje doen van hun posities?
Ja, zullen we straks even doen bij de discussie.
Wat? Je bent op die dik.
Ja. Ja. Grote geheugens.
Bewaard dan op je computer.
Daarna laat ik op YouTube.
Oh, oké.
Ik heb teruggestuurd naar de groep.
Maar de hele presentatie gisteren op YouTube.
Integraal.
Moet ik pakken een zakje kijken hoor.
Okay. So I found the correct version. Sorry for a small delay. So now I would like to assess some important landfill management aspects in Indonesia. Well, recently you had quite a lot of accidents involved in your landfills. It has been very dry in Indonesia, and I think at a certain point in time there were almost like more than 30 landfills on fire at the same time, which was a pretty serious situation. So here the one on Bali, TPA, this one also in Jakarta, Tangerang, Bandung, pretty big sites. So it's a huge risk in Indonesia. But you have other things to worry about as well. So you have a lot of scavengers walking on the site, disrupting daily management. Leachate management is a challenge. Gas emissions, uncontrolled dumping, and unstable landfill sites, like huge steep slopes which become unstable and could slide down and cause a huge risk. So my question to you, what is the cause of the relatively poor state of the landfills in Indonesia according to you?
Lack of funding from the government.
Funding, yeah? So there's no money? Anything else?
Not focus.
No focus?
It's not a priority.
Yeah, no
Plen-
priority.
Plenty of space.
Lack of space?
Plenty.
Plenty of space, yeah. Well, plenty of space,
Compared to the Netherlands. Yeah.
but no one wants a landfill in their backyard, so it's actually quite difficult to start a landfill somewhere. What do you think about the expertise that is available in Indonesia? You think the level of expertise is up there at landfill owners?
Yes. Actually, we don't have any expert for the real expert of the landfill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And because there is no benchmarking, not yet, it's not yet. That's why this is a new experience for us to see the landfill like this.
Yeah.
And hopefully in the future, Indonesia also can. This is the optimist, yeah, Pak. Have to be optimistic.
Have to be optimistic.
Yeah.
And you see in Indonesia a lot of landfills are also filling up to a point that there is no more space to expand.
Yes, so
And-
they just Cronert,
Yeah,
so
and
can get more space.
yeah.
That's true.
Well, that's not really a desirable solution, but that's a big issue.
That's our solution.
Yeah, and landfills are considered a really unwanted part of a waste management system.
Yeah.
However, here in the Netherlands, and I think for Indonesia as well, landfills are a key part of a proper waste management system because it provides your safety net and your backup. So you can at least process waste in the landfill, and from that position on, if you have arranged that properly, you can move up, increase recycling activities, etc. So there's not all the waste is not going to the landfill, but being recycled as much as possible. But it is impossible to just stop landfilling and go to recycling in one step. Because if recycling fails and there's no backup, you have a huge problem.
Yes.
I think the Bali situation is an excellent example of that. You always need a landfill as a backup. So here in the Netherlands also, we still have landfills, but a lot of the waste has been recycled. But still, there always be remaining waste streams that you need to landfill.
But Richard, we learned yesterday also that because it went from municipal to province to regional. So the Netherlands, they changed, and I think in Indonesia it's also still political, the responsibilities of the various small areas.
Yeah.
And so that regional cooperation, I think, is still lacking as well. I know from North Sumatra, they're talking about the regional landfill already a very long time, but because of it, you know, the political situation.
Yeah, it's challenging. Yeah, but we used to have thousands of open dumps in the Netherlands as well, but we moved to regional landfill sites, and that made a huge improvement. So we now only have some regional landfill sites left. When looking at improving landfill management, you can see two things. You can improve the daily operation, tackle the daily problems, but also focus on long-term waste management, landfill management. So first about improving daily waste management, landfill management. You can follow this process. Of course, you identify what problems are presently, which problems need to be addressed at the landfill site, develop solutions, make a planning, and make sure it's financed properly and then implemented. But during the identification of your problems, you will probably have a whole list of things that need to be done. So you should prioritize them. And the first thing that needs to be done is get control of your waste. So you have an active landfill area which is big enough to receive all the daily waste, but not landfill it all over the area. Apply daily cover, which is really, really important. It's just putting a layer of soil on top of the waste. And that prevents a lot of risks already, so no more landfill fire risk, or at least strongly reduced. You reduce the smell, it looks better, there's no more rodents, etc. And make a bottom liner system in which you dump the waste. You also have the aspect of control of access. Also in Indonesia, this is a really challenging one, because what you see at most of the sites is that all the trucks are lining up for the landfill, hundreds of them sometimes at the big landfill sites. And these trucks, they're just sitting there, not collecting waste as they should be, they are just waiting to get rid of their waste. So it's really a waste of equipment and waste of money that they are waiting there. So by improving the logistics on your landfill, so the trucks come in, they can easily get rid of the waste and move out without disturbing the incoming trucks, you can already optimize a lot. And this improves your collection efficiency also significantly. So planning on the landfill site is really important. Where does the waste go? How is it going to be landfilled over time on the landfill site itself? And how do the trucks move on the landfill? Well, then you have the aspect of water and gas management, which you will address after that. Emissions, leachate management, leachate collection, and landfill gas management, and well, lots of other facilities that you can improve. But these are the most important ones to start with. We have training courses at Afvalzorg. We do a lot of capacity building projects as well, so in which we train landfill owners, governments on these daily operational aspects. So we could assist in Indonesia as well on that. Then we have the aspect of long-term landfill management, and long-term landfill management means the whole lifespan of a landfill, from the start until the end. And the end is after capping and aftercare. So you have a safe landfill sites. The key elements in that are long-term planning and financial management. And this means long-term beyond the 4 or 5 years that there is in place for new elections. And so in Indonesia you have every 4 years you have elections, 5
Five.
years. You have a change of maybe of the one of the mayor in the political parties, and well, things are changing and money is spent on other stuff, but not on the landfill where it should be. So it should be a long-term planning and financial management. The transition towards sanitary landfill, so make step-by-step improvements on these landfill sites to get to a sanitary landfill. And calculate the gate fee that you need to charge to cover all the activities over time. And this is a challenging one because you need to calculate all the elements that are involved with landfilling. If you look at the financial provision profile for a landfill, it looks roughly like this. So here in the beginning, you need an amount of money, to start a landfill site, prepare and construct. Then, during the operation, so this could be maybe 30 years or depending on the landfill site, you have revenues from the gate fee, but you also have costs from new landfill cells, landfill gas recovery systems, leachate treatment, etc. And you have the incoming money from the waste. Here, point B, this is the end of operational period. Here, all the money must be in place to cover this phase. So closing and capping the landfill and doing the aftercare when the landfill is closed. So this is really important. In Indonesia, the amount of money when ending the landfill is here. So here you have a problem that you cannot finance this. So we will, hopefully that will change in the future, but for the short term we might have a solution for that. We will come to that later on.
But in your system, because that's what Afvalzorg does, not the government. I mean, Afvalzorg manages that aftercare.
In the Netherlands, it's, we are responsible up until the point of closing the landfill, and then it becomes the responsibility of the provincial government
So
to
they
do the
pay-
aftercare.
So they pay the expense after that.
We pay, but in the Netherlands it's a bit different situation. So our company pays money to the government for this phase, and the government makes the reservation. And when we hand over the landfill site, at this point in time, the government becomes responsible for aftercare. And they have the money from us, which we made reservations during the operational period. But then, in this stage, they also hire us back to do the aftercare. But they are in the main responsible. They are responsible. And this, point 4, approach landfill operation as a business and not as a service. This is what we did in the Netherlands. We privatized the landfill operation. So we used to be a governmental organization, but a governmental organization is not really suited for landfill management because you need long-term planning. And like you have in the Netherlands, Indonesia, we also have it in the Netherlands, we have like 4 or 5 year periods of elections, and then the focus could change, money will be gone, etc. So you don't build up the reserves. So Afvalzorg used to be provincial government, and we privatized, but the government is still shareholder of Afvalzorg. But this is a really important, so it ensures there's always money to do the things that you need to do. And how much money do you need? You need to collect it at the gate based on the tons of waste that come in, and you need to take into account a lot of activities which you see here, capping, aftercare, etc. So what we have is a cost calculation model. Every stage of the activities in the landfilling, so it's planning from the beginning, developing the landfill, operational, closing and aftercare. We calculate, we establish, we need this, this, and this, and this activities. It will cost around this amount of money, and we have to spend it in this year. And then the model calculates back how much gate fee you need at the gate per ton. If you don't have this planning in place, you're practically in the blind. So it's really important. And this is also something that Afvalzorg can assist with landfill owners to get this in place and have a long-term planning. Now, as said, we also do capacity building projects. Some examples here, Carmen presenting some landfill gas and stabilization projects. This project was for the government of Georgia. They were moving from open dumping to sanitary landfilling, and we assisted them for almost 2 years to get familiarized with what to do, all the procedures, etc. And this is one in Myanmar, full day training on landfill management aspects. And as you can see, it can still be fun. This was at the end of the day, and they're still smiling, so it's not always boring. Landfill.
What did you say to them? Dinner is near?
No, I'm almost finished. I said no. No, well, actually, we had a quiz here at the end, so I really liked it. So that brings me to the end of this part. I'm not sure if I'm still on time, but I would like to present the solutions that we can provide to Indonesia for the fact that the current landfills are full